This evening, we got some fairly shocking news. President Trump is asking a court to schedule one of his federal criminal trials before the November election. Specifically, Trump is requesting the Mar-a-Lago classified documents case to begin on August 12th. That is correct. Donald Trump asked for that trial to start just 3 months before the presidential election. Except that request may not exactly be what it sounds like. It could very well be a game of 3D chess, which, doesn't sound like something that Donald Trump plays all that often, but bear with me here. Trump pitching that August date could be a way of trying to block the other federal criminal case, the special counsel's much more serious federal election interference case, from going to trial before the election. Yesterday, we got that massive news that the Supreme Court has agreed to hear Trump's argument that those criminal trials in the D.C. case should be thrown out because of presidential immunity. But the court didn't schedule oral arguments on that case to start until the week of April 22nd. And because of that delay, even if the Supreme Court decides this case incredibly quickly, this election interference case most likely could not start until late July. Now, we know from forms that were sent to potential jurors last year that once that case starts, the court expects it will last approximately 3 months, which means that the window in which the D.C. election interference case could take place and conclude before the November election, that window is very, very small. It is basically sometime between mid-July and mid-August. So Donald Trump asking for the judge in another case, the Mar-a-Lago classified documents case, to put that trial on the calendar in mid-August seems like some 3D chess. Okay, maybe just chess. Right now, it really doesn't seem like there's enough room in the calendar to have both of these trials take place and conclude before the presidential election. Jack Smith's team thinks the Mar-a-Lago trial will last 4 to 6 weeks, and Trump's legal team thinks it will last 8 to 10 weeks. Now, whether it's 4 weeks or 10 weeks, it could effectively block the judge in the federal election interference case from scheduling her trial in order to get a verdict before the November election. Or in other words, it could ice her. Ice her. That is what a person familiar with Trump's trial strategy told CNN earlier this week. NBC News has not independently verified that reporting, but earlier this week, that same person told CNN that as far as scheduling the Mar-a-Lago classified documents trial, the thing Trump is really thinking about is blocking the D.C. federal election case. The idea is to make it impossible for the judge in that case, Tanya Chutkan, to jam a trial down before the election by using things that are out of her control. Trump's team believes the Mar-a-Lago case, if it's moved to July, could box out Judge Chutkan from putting the federal election subversion case on the schedule. Sure looks like that's Trump's strategy here. Makes sense to me. At the end of the day, this is his classic delay strategy with a few more bells and whistles, admittedly.